Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Nick starting with a pass. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Nix from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On second down, Warren. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going on first down, Nix. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Trying to get outside here with Warren. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Kid, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
And the Steeler first down.
On first and 10, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And that'll bring up second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second down. Here's Nix again. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pass is caught at the 9. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you, some money will follow.
Going for it on fourth. Nix. It's complete. This is Egbuka. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Pacheco can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready?
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Now it's Reynolds. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Start. Ready,
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here comes Reynolds. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Got his target, that's Lane. And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
Next to his back is Rachaad White. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's Reynolds on the carry. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Daniels. Cox, this is Lane. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Reynolds. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ready? 18, 5 in. Let go.
They go to him again. And he will not get in. The defense holds. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
3rd and goal.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now, Daniels. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up their opening drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect one-for-one.
Starting from the 5. One little burst so far. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
They're on 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to be blocked down here at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Nix with it on first. He rolls to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Air it out on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kane Majerano makes the play. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
As a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down, but you know how you can tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right, the coverage rolls right with him, flows right with him. So whether he threw it from the pocket or near the sideline in that case, I think we were in store for a similar result.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Come on, set!
We give to Reynolds. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Daniels on first down. Getting out to his left. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Escapes out to the left. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Give him 32 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Now a give to Warren, coming right. Trying to find his way back to the middle, but he stopped after a yard. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. Like you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Devin Duvernay to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll have half the work done for them already. He's out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Completed to Reynolds. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. New set of downs from 37.
Ready.
They run. Here's Reynolds. He swans in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Daniels back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A gain of 15 there. And fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Warren running between the tackles. And he has this down to the 34.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level, with so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kane Madrano makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. Washington calls it 2nd timeout.
Yards on the play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 28.
Daniels setting up the play action. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Back.
From the red zone now. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40.
Okay, ready?
So 1st down from the 41.
Hop, step, ready. Packers, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
On the go.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf.
Daniels now. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
On the stick.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Ready.
line.
Cougar 19.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Escapes a defender. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Commanders first down.
Ready.
First and 10
Cougar
at the
19.
22-yard line.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Reynolds will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going.
And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Play action with Nix. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
6 yards. It's second down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Mike Samba still makes the play. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, or get that first down anyway.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Throwing now, Daniels. Finds a man right side. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Steelers 14.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds the in route, complete. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock in this drive is already in enemy territory. Nix with it on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. Right side, this is Ibuka. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That goes for 32 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
They toss to Warren, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Commanders'
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Near the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Pat Freiermuth the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Go!
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Let's go! Ready?
Rolling from the gun here. Completed left side to Samuel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready? Cougar 19!
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Ready?
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag.
Here we go. Jack, go!
Now Daniels to throw. It's into the hands of White. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
70.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. Second down.
TJ Watt there on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And drop this down. White. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Warrior step. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Daniels. Jump off caught by his back. They get this down to the 7-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third and short, Daniels. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Commanders going field goal here. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. On first down, Warren. Waiting there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He rolls to his right. Trying to push deep downfield. It connects on the deep shot. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
Here's Nix. Hits him on the end. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. The Steelers calling their first timeout. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Nix looking to throw. Brings it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 38, Steelers 27. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle, and he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey. Bronco 80. Ready, ready?
Now it's Reynolds. It looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
60 by 60.
Here comes Reynolds. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.